Welcome Aries to your reading for the week commencing September 16th. This is for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus, Aries. And I'm going to be looking into your general energy, your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events and your advice. This is a general reading and it may not resonate in its entirety with all of you. However, do watch till the end, as there may well be messages throughout the reading that do resonate. If anyone is interested in information on a private reading with me, please email me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. And unless you ask me to, I will never reach out to you via email, social media, or any other platform regarding anything. So if anyone does and they're claiming to be me, it's not me. They're trying to scam you. So let's see. Aries. Let's pull the energy. I always hope and pray every week for you, Aries, every week. So in your general energy, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So there is a general energy here of regret, Aries. Did you make a decision that you're now regretting? And I don't know how far back that decision goes. We might be talking about a decision you made 2 years ago, or we might be talking about a decision you made last week. But I do sense this. It's almost like you're regretting something, but you've made your bed, you've got to lie in it kind of energy, which is never the case, Aries. If you're not happy with something, there's always things you can do. There's always ways out of it. So don't, whatever this is, just consign yourself to misery, because that's it. The Four of Cups in reverse is in your opportunity. This speaks volumes. This card, and I keep saying it every time it comes out, it's one of my favourite cards in the deck. When it comes out in the reverse position, it says the sudden awareness that you can choose happiness. It doesn't choose you, Aries. You choose happiness. You don't wait for happiness to choose you. And this is the biggest mistake that everyone makes. It's like they go through challenging times, traumatic times, difficult times, and they just sit there and think, oh, I wonder how long it's going to be before I'm happy again. I wonder how long it's going to be before something good happens again. You can choose happiness. And the thing is, Aries, you know how to find that happiness, and we keep saying this every week, but in your challenge, Aries, is the Lovers. So for some of you, this is regarding a relationship. For others of you, this is just regarding a very difficult choice of the heart. And that would cover both. Even if you're in a relationship, it's still going to be a difficult choice of the heart. Again, this is about the kind of choice you're having to make is something along the lines of, do I do something that's difficult now that will pay dividends in the future? Or do I just go for a quick win now and not too sure how it's going to pan out. And you know exactly what that means. Either one of those, you know what it's referring to. The thing is, you've never been one before to opt for the easy option, Aries, and I think you're stronger than that. You know you're stronger than that. For those of you who have done the right thing over the last maybe few weeks or couple of months, I absolutely applaud you, because it's hard, but you've done the right thing, and it probably will carry on being hard, because even though you're on the road to recovery, that road is still going to be pretty much uphill all the way. You still haven't reached the top of that hill, but you will get there. Just don't give up. Don't give up. It's going to be worth it in the long run. So the Page of Pentacles is in your unforeseen events, which is nice, because this indicates that the seeds that you're planting now for success are guaranteed to grow as long as you look after them. For some of you, this is just the idea of something. This is just that whole thing going around in your head that just you can't stop thinking about. Those of you that haven't made the move to change your life for the better, and that feeling won't leave you. But there is an unforeseen event here somewhere, even for those of you who are still trapped in that energy of it's like the universe, it's quite a rare thing that the universe does this, gives you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. It's giving you a lending hand to say, just trust me and come with me. And I don't know why you're being given opportunity after opportunity. Maybe because you've had it that hard over the last few years, and the universe is trying to say, you deserve this. You know, you've been tested. Now's the time to move on. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is in your advice. And what this is saying quite simply is, you don't have to stay where you are. You don't have to. What you can't do, you can't go back. You can't change the past. So your only options are to stay in the present or to move on, move into your future. You can't have both, unfortunately. So you can either feel like you're in a time warp, and it probably already does feel like that, Aries, for some of you. If you want to carry on feeling like that, that is your decision, or you can move on. So let's clarify. I give you a lecture every week because I'm so invested in your journey, Aries. And for those of you that have, like I said, been brave enough to make the move, to do the hardest thing, I wish that you could speak to the rest of the Aries now and tell them it's all okay, it's going to be okay. Even though you're still probably going through the hardest part, but I think a lot of you will be glad that you made that move, even though it is still tough. So the Five of Cups in reverse is clarified by the Seven of Wands in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. So this feeling of regret is coming from a place of, first of all, being absolutely and completely depleted of all energy. Like, you've got no emotional, no mental, no physical energy left. There's nothing left. And I'm sure I said this last week, that you are just absolutely exhausted and drained. And that's not going to help, because you're going to need some strength to make a move if you're going to make a move. And I understand that. You're worn down. Because you're so worn down, that then affects your confidence, and you're starting to doubt everything. Okay. The world in reverse is it's almost starting to feel like you can't even see any way out, almost, which is not true. It's just because you're feeling the way you are that you feel like that. And the Ten of Wands is just the fact that you haven't given up. I can see that you haven't given up, because you're still struggling to keep going, to keep fighting. You still believe that the end is in sight, but I don't know what or how. If you think you're going to continue in this space and anything's going to change. Like I said, I think I've been pulling these cards for you now for probably the best part of a year, and nothing's changing unless you make it change. So the Four of Cups in reverse, the sudden awareness that you can choose happiness. I want you to write that down somewhere this week, Aries. Clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. There is so much happiness. There's so much happiness, love, fulfillment, joy waiting for you. For those of you that are going through a family crisis, and this is almost about leaving your family behind for whatever reason, and you're worried about never being able to, you'll never get that back. This card actually indicates that you will. It may not be the family that you once had, but you will. You'll develop, because of what you've been through, you'll develop such close connections, and you'll bond in some profound ways with the people that you meet, that it's almost better than it was before. The Page of Wands in reverse. You're daydreaming about this. You don't actually honestly believe it could happen. And you're just, again, finding excuse after excuse after excuse to not make the move. And then the Eight of Wands it's like Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like you get to a point where you think, no, that's it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And then you tell yourself, yeah, okay, but in give me a day. And then in that day, you'll start changing your mind again. You just keep delaying. You put things in your own way. You're delaying everything all the time. The Lovers in your challenge is clarified by the Hierophant in reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So for some of you, this is about divorce, because that's what the Hierophant in reverse is about. And all you've got to do, I say all, it's quite a big all. If you don't want to if you've done everything you possibly can, and I honestly believe you have, Aries, I think you've had all the conversations that you can possibly have. You've tried everything you can possibly try. And if you're honest with yourself, there's nothing left except for you to turn around to your partner and say, I want a divorce. I'm not an advocate of giving up easily, but I can tell you one thing, you have definitely not given up easily. It's now about you preserving what you have left. It's about, and I keep saying it, it's about you need to look after yourself now. Yeah, for those of you, this isn't about marriage or a relationship, then this is really about it feels like there's a lack of, I understand you don't feel empowered. There's very little left for you to work with on the inside, and I get that. But if anything remains, Aries, then it's your principles, your boundaries, everything that you had before. And you need to remind yourself of that, because that hasn't changed, and yet you seem to have forgotten. 3 of Swords. Yes, it's the pain. It is the pain. That's the thing that you fear the most, is the pain. It's not just the pain that you're going to feel, it's the pain that you're going to inflict. And I get it. The Ace of Wands, new beginnings. You owe it to each other, if anything. So let's see the Page of Pentacles in your unforeseen events. It's time to plant the new seed. At least allow yourself to believe it. Clarified by the 4 of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Cups in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. By planting that seed, the things you can let go of are the unhappy home, conflict within the home, the fights, the tension, the arguments, and again, arguments with 10 of Pentacles in reverse is also about arguments, and it's also about financial stress or financial failure, or feeling a lack of stability, feeling like don't know what's going to happen next. That seed that you need to plant is, once you've done it. So let's see, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and your advice. Clarified by the Sun in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the 9 of Wands. So, like I said, you can't go back, you can't change the past. You only have the present or the future. So it's your decision, Aries. But please, while you're making this decision, remind yourself of who you are. The Sun in reverse. What is it? What do you have right now? What is your present about? The Sun in reverse, which is about unhappiness. It's about sadness. It's about lack of change, lack of clarity, lack of growth, coldness. We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is you. All the time you stay in this situation, Aries, you'll keep coming in the reverse position. which shows your energy is going to be scattered if you've got any energy left at all. That the feeling of being stressed and frustrated, and then the Nine of Wands is coming in here to show you and remind you of, think about how much effort it's taken you to keep going in this situation, for how long it's been going on, how much strength, how much resilience, how much persistence. And what you're forgetting is that if you can do that, you can do it. You can do it when you move on to a new chapter. And at least you'll be doing it for the right reasons. So, Aries, Aries, Aries. Let's do, because we're doing, I bought a deck of playing cards as promised. So the Cartomancy, and we pull a card. Pull a card, tell you the meaning, and I'll also do the numerology as well. So the interesting thing about these is they can be quite brutal. I pulled a card yesterday for Scorpio, and I cannot tell you how dark it was. It was just shocking. I couldn't even read the whole meaning because it was, yeah, so I'll, just as a pre-warning, okay? Okay, oh, I've got itchies. Right, give me a second. So you have the Queen of Diamonds. Diamonds. Diamonds are prized for their monetary value. Likewise, playing cards in this suit relate to your money and finances. How many diamonds are in a deck of cards? 13. So let's see what the Queen of Diamonds means. The Queen of Diamonds, a sophisticated woman who loves to party and gossip. So I don't know who that is, but it must be significant for some of you. Anyway, so we've got the number 12 as a queen. It's the number 12, which becomes a number 3. And as I say every time, if the number's repeating itself, it's not boring, it's significant. Number 3. The 3 has a tendency to thrive in an upbeat and engaging atmosphere. Its energy is youthful and positive, and it has an incredible zest for life. It dances from one enjoyable experience to the next, eager to interact with others along the way. The prized skill of the number 3 is communication, and it uses this talent to build a wide and interesting circle of friends, lovers, and kindred spirits. The 3 is highly original and embraces unique thinking and creative expression. This number's artistic, curious nature allows it to convey abstract ideas and find solutions others may miss. A child at heart, the number 3 never misses a chance to have fun, engage with others, and express all the love and joy it embodies. One second. The number 3 tarot card in a tarot deck is the Empress, a card of creativity and fertility. She is a source of life and encourages us to embrace the natural beauty and artistry that is all around us. In astrology, the zodiac signs Gemini and Sagittarius are associated with the three. Both of these signs live to soak up life and thrive on shared ideas and enjoyable experiences. It's kind of telling you what you're missing, and reminding you that once you used to be carefree and have loads of fun, Aries. So, and you can have that again. Thank you guys, thank you everyone who comes back to my channel regularly. I appreciate every single one of you. And anyone that's new here, thank you. Welcome to my channel. I hope that you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a like. Please leave me a comment as well. I'd love you to introduce yourself. And also, if you want to keep seeing this content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Enjoy the journey.